Hello class, this is the second video covering activity 5.1. I believe we left off on page 401 of your textbook and we answered question 1. We had 4 functions and we were asked to find the domain, and if you recall, the domain was all real numbers except the values of x that made the denominator 0. The second question we're asked is to find the vertical intercept, and if you remember, the vertical intercept can be found by substituting in 0 for the input and solving for the output. So in this case, we'd sub in 0 for x, and we'd solve for y. So I've rewritten these problems on a separate piece of paper. So we're asked to find the vertical intercept of this first function. So again, we'll sub in 0 for the input, or 0 for x, and we'll solve for y. So when I sub in 0 for the input, I have 2 times 0, which is 0, plus 12. So that leaves me with 12 on my numerator. And my denominator, when I sub the 0 in for x, I'd have 0 minus 4, which would leave me with just negative 4. And 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. So when I make x 0, my y becomes negative 3. And if you look, my ordered pair is written incorrectly here. It should actually be 0, comma, negative 3, right? We made the input 0, and we solved for the output, which would be y in this case. So we have x, y, or 0, comma, negative 3. Okay, now we look at the second problem, right? We have f of x equals 1 over x squared plus 7x plus 12. Again, we're going to solve this problem the same way. We're going to sub in 0 for the input and solve for the output. And again, I've written this on a separate piece of paper. When I sub in 0 for all of my x values, or my inputs, I'm left with 1 over 0 plus 0 plus 12, which really leaves me with 1 over 12. So my input is 0, or x is 0, and my output would be 1 divided by 12. For the next problem, we're going to find the vertical intercept for x squared minus 8x plus 12 divided by x cubed minus x. This problem's a little bit tricky. When I sub in 0 for x, my numerator will leave me with just 12, right? I'll have 0 minus 0 plus 12. On the denominator, I end up with 0 cubed minus 0, which is 0, and we know we cannot have a 0 denominator, so this would be undefined. So we would say the vertical intercept does not exist. And for our fourth problem, we have x squared over 5. Again, I am looking for the vertical intercept, so I substitute in 0 for x, and I solve for y. So when I make x 0 and I solve, my y becomes 0, so the ordered pair is 0, comma, 0. And just here's a clean look at all of those problems we've just solved. 0, comma, negative 3, 0, comma, 1 over 12. There is no vertical intercept because of the 0 denominator. And then the last problem, the vertical intercept was found at 0, comma, 0. The next video, we'll find the horizontal intercept. Thank you for watching.